Okay, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Another day, another vlog. Going to try to make this one here shorter compared to yesterday. Yesterday I was kind of surprised. I was actually editing it together last night to put it together, and it's like, holy cadoodles. Just the raw data alone was something like 2.4 gigs. It took me a little while to put everything together last night. What took me the longest was actually the little animations I put in for the introduction and for the ending, and then slapping it together. What took me the longest was actually it was two little intros that I put together. One where it has the clapper, which wasn't too bad. That I did that this morning. The one that I had to leave overnight was the spinning globe. That was the longest one. There I had to leave overnight to get done. The ending part was very easy to get done. That wasn't too much of a hassle. That's going to be uploaded sometime today. So when it will be uploaded, you'll get notification about it. Today's been fairly, well, I shouldn't say busy. I haven't been super busy. I've been fairly busy. I had to helped out the parents take the cover off the swimming pool today, which had to get done because it's that time of year. It's becoming summertime, so the pool has to get opened. And my father needed help just to get the cover off, and now he's already got the motor attached to the filter and all that. And he's actually adding the water, and he also put the plug on for the filter itself, so it would be drained for the winter time for the winter time itself. Because if you leave the water inside, as everybody may know, water tends to freeze and it'll tend to crack things. So with that being emptied for the winter time, it makes it a lot easier to get the pool back together, because you can simply plug the hole, like fill the cap, put the cap back on and tighten it up. So that's already been done this morning. My father can do that part himself. Now he's adding the water to the swimming pool so he can actually get it up to the skimmer itself. This afternoon I'm actually waiting to hear from a potential employer, Maple Leafs, for a contract job for about a year. And I'm still waiting to hear back from two other places. One is for a bank from People to Go. The other one is from Consulting OSI, which is actually for CN Rail. Still haven't heard from them yet, so I'm waiting to hear back from them. I'm hoping to get the CN one over the Maple Leaf, because the one from Maple Leaf is only a single-year contract, whereas the other one from CN is more or less full-time after 6 months. So I'm hoping to get that. The banking one, I'm not too sure of if that's a contract or a full-time employment. If that's a full-time employment, then I'll be okay over there as well, but the girl didn't give me any other details in regards to it. So at this point, I'm going to go for another little walk over here to get some exercise in, and hopefully there'll be something good. I'll let you guys know soon enough in the afternoon, after I get the interview done and over with, and also get my exercise early this afternoon, before 2:30. So I'll be right back. So hang tight, folks. The day is not even done yet. See you soon. Hello. Sorry about that. Actually, I decided not to go for a walk this afternoon before the interview. Just for the fact is that I'm a little bit nervous for the interview itself. As always, I think everybody goes through that. We all get cold feet. So I'm going to be heading back, waiting for the call. Once I get the call, then maybe in the afternoon I'll go for a walk or something. At least I can relax a little bit afterwards. It always happens to everybody that we all get cold feet when we're going to an interview, even if it's a call interview and we don't have to be physically there. It's just one of those things everybody has to go through, whether it's me, somebody, the CEO, or even somebody that's working in the warehouse that, find that, they have to go there physically there too. It's just one of those things that I get cold feet every time I get a phone call. Every time. Especially for interviews over the phone. And I don't like doing interviews over the phone. I'd rather be there personally at the place. If I could do that, then fine. That's perfectly great for me. But can't choose how the interview is going to go. So I'll find out afterwards, I'll probably announce it here how the interview went. We'll take a step one step at a time, as always. So bear with me. Still, the day is not done. Still have a lot to go through, so I'll be back. Good afternoon. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for stopping by. And this is the last part of the vlog for today. Got possibly some good news. I'm going to be waiting to hear back from Maple Leaf. I had an actual interview well, not an interview per se at the company, but at least a phone interview with somebody at Human Resources directly in their Laval facilities. So it's a good sign. It is for a contract for 1 year in their help desk directly there at the office there. So more likely locally within the building itself, I'll be taking care of the computer problems that they have. Active Directory, logging into the computers, email, so on and so forth, and possibly have a good vibe. Right now, I'm a possible candidate for an interview, which I'm going to be finding out this coming Thursday, which is tomorrow, whether or not I'm going to be chosen in the next level of a possible interview on Friday. If I do get that interview on Friday, it could be in the morning or the afternoon. If I do get that job interview on Friday, which means it's a good sign, and I'll be going there on Friday. I don't know if it's going to be in the morning or in the afternoon, like I said before. And if I do get it, I'll be a very happy camper, at least for 1 year there. In the meantime, I still haven't heard. I heard back from my two other contacts in regards to the two other positions. They still don't know yet because they're still waiting to hear from Canadian National Railways, which I'd mentioned earlier on, and also from the bank itself. So at this point in time, it's still a waiting game for those other two. This here at Maple Leaf. I keep thinking Maple Foods. It's not Maple Foods. It's Maple Leaf. I have a potential of getting hired possibly right away. If I do, I'll be a very happy camper, and for about $19 an hour. So that's a good possibility there, and at least it's a job for 1 year, and I'll be happy to at least get that there. I'm willing to work on contract. The other thing is I'm waiting to hear. I'm looking for a more confirmed. I'm going to be there for the next X number of years. So I'm always hoping to get that permanent job, not contract jobs. Contract jobs, they can terminate you at any time, which I despise the most. But I have no choice in the matter because I need the money. And especially with going to Canadian Tire to get my car repaired, I need the money. I need the money fast. The other thing too is that with the long-term jobs, at least I'm set for life or until I retire, whichever comes first. Excuse me, some water. Instead of drinking Coke and all that, I'm drinking some water. I'm just using a bottle that I bought and just refilled it with some tap water. So at least I'm drinking water. And yes, I'm going to enter that into my diet organizer too. Everything I drink, eat, goes into my diet organizer. And today especially has been good. So far, just over 1,000 calories, 1,010 or something like that. So it's not too bad. And then I'm gonna have dinner later on, and put that in there as well. So I'm just trying. I just don't want to go too far in my diet. Like I don't want to go 18, 19 over 2,000 calories. I want to lose weight, not gain it. It was bad enough when I measured myself on Monday, and it's like I gained 3.4 pounds. It's like, no, can't be. I stepped on it twice just to be sure, and it's like, sure enough, I gained 3 pounds, 3.4 pounds. Remeasured myself on Tuesday, lost 2.2 pounds. That's a good sign. Anyhow, it's amazing, when you're going through the weight loss yourself, you start getting paranoid a little bit, and you're trying to make the good adjustments to a healthier way of living. My mother understands it somewhat. She thinks I'm being a little bit paranoid of not exactly marking everything, not exactly marking the stuff in, and she tends to throw a label away. It's like, did you put that in food? Yeah, I need it. It's like, I have to put this in. I need to know. And especially when she makes casseroles and all that, like casseroles, spaghetti, things of that nature, I need to know the weights and all that, and the calorie content. So the simple fact is, I need to be able to put that in, so I know how many calories, like the spaghetti sauce or the casserole, has in calorie-wise. So that way I can make my adjustments of how much of the casserole I should have, how much of the sausages I should have. You know, like in cases like tonight, I'm gonna have a casserole with some breakfast sausages, and I need that in there because I need to know how much I should be how much I should be having, and it helps me calculate the amount of food to take in per day. And like I said, I'm trying to stay under the 2,000 calorie mark, because they usually suggest on a typical day is about, you should have about 2,000 calories, about. For myself, I'm trying to hit not under 15, but I'm trying to make sure that I stay between, let's say, 16 and 1,800 calories a day, and still be able to lose some weight within reason. Not that to the extent that, you know, I'm hitting 1,500 every time, and, you know, pounds are just floating right off, because that would be torturous to your body. And even one of my friends had mentioned, you know, it's like, don't start, you know, stay within reason, you know, at least above 1,600, which I agree with them. And I'm trying to monitor between 1,600 and 1,800, which is a nice little comfort zone to hit, to have, you know, your breakfast, your lunch, your dinner, maybe some fruit, you know, like a banana or an apple. I've been eating a lot of apples lately, at least one fruit a day, just so I can say, yes, I did have some fruit. I should probably have some more fruit, per se, on things like that, because for the simple fact, fruit is good. Salads I'll eat, I have no problems. Again, still, when you're having a salad, you need to know how much salad there is, and including the amount of salad dressing, because that also counts on top of it. So sometimes when the salad's already prepared, like the Caesar salads with the barbecue, the bacon bits. Okay, how much is there of the bacon bits? What's the weight of that? How much is there of the salad dressing? How much is that? When you get it already all together, and then you combine, and then you measure it, it's like, okay, how much is there of each? Do I divide by half? Do I divide by thirds? It makes it a little bit more difficult. Anyhow, if I was making my own salads, I would definitely be measuring it, how much there is of the lettuce and whatever else, and at least I'll be able to prepare that next time around when I do have salad. I'll still eat my vegetables, that's no problems. I like veggies, particularly spinach. I love spinach. Somehow when I was growing up in my youth, there's one show, it's no longer on the air, but they used to have it in the early 20th century, and also in the late 70s, possibly early 80s. It was Popeye the Sailor Man, where he usually brought a can of spinach with him. And, you know, being a kid at that time, at that age, seeing a guy eat spinach, you know, I thought, hey, wow, I'm going to be strong as him if I eat spinach. Which is, you know, of course, is a blatant lie. But it made me eat my veggies. And I have no problems eating spinach. I love spinach. Many people don't, which is okay. Nothing to say that there's anything wrong with spinach, but I love eating the spinach. Anyhow, to make this here short and sweet for the day, nothing much else is happening besides the waiting game for the possible reply backs for one of those 3 interviews. I'm still trying to search quite a bit, but still there's not that much happening as for technical support wise. I'm still looking in many other areas. The problem is these days, especially up here, is when you listen to the radio, like the CBC, CJAD news, or watching the nightly news. You're always hearing a whole bunch of layoffs, and you know when you hear like Target as an example, just recently laid off close to 17,000 employees across Canada, 133 stores. When you hear that happen, it's like, oh my lord. And they brought back the time when I actually got laid off as well at one of my former companies that I used to work for, which was Focus Solutions, due to the fact that the owners of the company, the father and son, couldn't keep up, couldn't pay the bill for the call center, couldn't pay the electric bill either, couldn't pay anything else, and decided to close up, which left 1,200 employees out without a job. And of course we try to fight back as best as we can under the circumstances. Like here in Quebec, we have La Norme du Travail to help us out, and also the one in Ontario, the office in Ontario, Oshawa, Ontario actually, got their lawyer into it as well. And we're still waiting to hear, and right now there is a major lawsuit for the people that were working in the Oshawa office, and then ours was through another lawyer company through La Norme du Travail. So that may take up to 10 years before we hear anything, and this is already back in 2011. 4 years later, we still haven't heard anything, and that's still quite a bit of a disappointment. And because of the shortage, because of the way they treated all of us, wasn't right anyhow. And at the same time, we're all owed a huge bunch of money on an individual basis. Mine happened to be something close to around $20,000. Yeah, something like that. 22,000, I think it was supposed to be, something like that. And nothing yet. And I'm not surprised we're not going to get anything even after 10 years. If we do, I'll be very surprised, and I don't know if I don't think there's going to be any interest accrued on top of that. If there is interest accrued with that, the more the merrier. I'll be able to take that in. At any rate, that's basically it for this vlog. I'll catch everybody next time around. Sorry the delay on this. It's probably going to be a day or so before I get this here posted, or at least overnight, because I have to edit it as well. At any rate, guys and gals, see you guys next time around. If you like this video, click on like. If you dislike it, click on the dislike button. If you're new, please subscribe, and please leave a message in the comments, because I would gladly reply back to any one of your comments, even if you're new here. And if you want, take a look at the review section as well that I have. I didn't mark it in properly enough, which I should have. And take a look. It's always fun to take a look around. Take care, folks. See you next time around.